Hey, Jeff here, your YouTube reviewer of New England brews, and welcome back. I am standing in front of the new North Pembroke Cemetery in Pembroke, New Hampshire on a late March day. Cemeteries have little to do with beer, I know, but someone has picked an old maple tree not far from the cemetery to stick up a few sap collecting buckets to collect that sap to make that maple syrup. And this is the ripe time of year for that sap to flow so that people can burn it and cook it and turn it into maple syrup. And while cemeteries have little to do with beer, sap does. It'll give me a chance to go check out a beer which has a little maple twist in it. So here it is. This is from Harpoon, one of their 100-barrel series beers. This is their Catamount Maple Wheat. A little maple syrup, maybe mixed in with a little wheat, and voila, you have a maple flavored wheat possibly. Catamount puts these 100-barrel series brews out a few times a year. This one comes from session number 35, and this particular one is a limited edition, brewed in small batches, and you know, Catamount is a type of an animal. However, Harpoon did take over what used to be the Catamount Brewery in Windsor, Vermont, probably back in the 1990s. I may not have the exact time period correct, but it was some time ago. In fact, some of the earliest craft beers I ever had were brewed by Catamount of Vermont. So I can't help but to wonder if Harpoon might also be doing a little tribute to the Catamount Brewery of years past, one of the early craft brewers that you know, came to fame in New England. Anyway, this one comes in with an alcohol by volume of 6.8%. And the IBU listing is 21, and does have a little description on here. This crisp wheat ale is warming and delicious, mildly hopped to profile the distinct aroma and flavor of real Vermont maple syrup. Well, I was standing by a New Hampshire maple tree, so we'll see. But anyway, let me pour it into this Allaglass glass that I showed you in an earlier review. And I'm going to take the cap off and see how she goes. There we go. Cap is gone. Time to give it a pour. Color looks nice. Does have kind of a maple brown tone to it. Not very cloudy, as you might expect, possibly from a wheat. Although it doesn't say whether this is filtered or not filtered on the bottle itself. But color is a nice rich amber with some lively carbonation. Not a very big head, but it's a very nice amber brown color with little golden hues, copper hues clinging to the bottom of the glass. Give it a whiff. Absolutely. You can get that Vermont maple syrup right on the nose. The maple syrup comes on strong. The wheat not so much, but definitely the maple is sort of the stronger aroma that I'm getting on this first whiff. That and some nice caramel malts, or some malts anyway. It does have a very inviting aroma. It's an aroma I kind of like, so I'm looking forward to tasting this beer. Alright, this does have that pure maple syrup sugar sweetness going on. Nothing like Vermont Made or Mrs. Butterworth or something like that. The real stuff, you know? And it does have, you notice this nice sort of maple creaminess that envelops the mouth as you're taking the sip. There's a slight hoppy bite at the end. It's a comfortable one. It's a little, it's kind of mellow, but not. It's definitely not very bitter, or it's got a nice bitterness to it. Not terribly so, but enough to give you a nice characteristic here. But the maple is fairly strong. The wheat is very subtle. Let me put it that way. You know, when I twist it around my mouth a little bit, I can taste it. But it's definitely the lesser of the two main ingredients that are listed on the bottle, the maple and the wheat. To me, that's what I notice anyway. That is not to say this is an ultra sweet beer. Some people think maple syrup, my goodness, how sweet is that? How many calories is that? That's another good one. But at the same time, the maple is just well balanced with the wheat and the malts, and there's a nice hoppy bite at the end. Another winner from these Catamount Barrel Series. I love these Catamount Barrel Series, and this one is really another nice one. So, thanks for stopping by. Harpoon Catamount Maple Wheat. Thanks for stopping by. I'll catch you again next time.